Good afternoon, everybody. This is Ray Lopez. I am the operating principal of the Advantage Group here in Orlando, and also the operating principal of the Gainesville Realty Partners in Gainesville, Florida. I'm going to be speaking today about something that a lot of people are talking about in the real estate industry. And this happens to be the compensation lawsuit that FAR, Keller Williams, Anywhere Real Estate, Remax, and Home Services are part of, or were part of. Remax and Anywhere Real Estate decided to settle on this about a month ago, and the other three have fought to the bitter end. But as of Tuesday, a verdict was handed down, and a lot of people are trying to figure out exactly what do we do from here. Um, how did we get here? What does it look like? How is it going to change the industry? I just want to go through a few things that are knowns because there's going to be a lot of unknown in the future. But let's talk a little bit about what happened. What we have here is, and I'm going to read this so I don't make sure I don't mess this up. A Missouri jury has found the National Association of Realtors, Keller Williams, and Home Services of America liable for requiring listing brokers to offer compensation to buyer brokers in the multiple listing service. This is something that we've done at least nationally for about 100 years. And that's why NAR was formed. But I'm not going to go off on a tangent. They did find him liable to the tune of $1.78 billion. So it's definitely a big thing in our industry. And that was all handed down on Tuesday. Okay. So as we go forward, and I get call after call from all of our agents, they just want to know a couple things. They want to know, how is it going to change? Is the business going to go through changes to where it might affect me? Should I be looking for another career? So let's address things that are out there. As NAR, I went ahead and put this out to my group. The two things that NAR wants to make sure that everybody understands is one of the use of buyer representation. We want to make sure that everything is transparent. Okay. It always makes my skin curl when people say, I'll work as your buyer representative. I work for you for free. Okay. There is a commission tied to everything. In Florida, we do a co-broke situation to where the total commission is paid by the seller. And then we choose and show the seller that we give a certain portion of that total commission to the buyer agent. Okay. So we want to make sure that that's very, very clear. Secondly, we want to always make sure that we tell everybody that commissions are negotiable. Okay. That means that they're not set. We don't set them. If somebody chooses to do a total listing at 6%, 5%, 4%, if they decide to go FSBO and offer a buyer agent commission, it's all up to the buyer and the seller. Okay, so just know that none of this is set in stone. We're not setting the rate. It's actually a competitive market pricing. Okay, if we as realtors over the last 2 years, especially here in Florida, it has been a tale of two markets. And what I mean by that is, 2 years ago, builders were offering us, if any commission at all, very low commission. Why? Because the market was very fast. Well, now we fast forward 2 years later, builders can't pay realtors enough to bring clients. So when they need us, they pay us more. When they don't need us, they pay us less. Okay? Very negotiable. We live and die by whatever the seller is willing to pay the buyer agent. So we just have to know that. But one of the things that I went ahead and did was I surmised a few things. First and foremost, I do work for Keller Williams, but I do want to thank Gary Keller. Gary Keller has said, look, I don't think we've done anything wrong. We've disclosed what we've disclosed, and this is the way it is, and it's beneficial to the buyers and sellers. So Gary Keller, thank you for not settling early, and let's see if we can get that appeal that's going to happen to go through, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay? But first and foremost, guys, as realtors, and if you're out there and you're not a realtor, you have to realize that when you hire me or any of my fellow realtors, you're basically hiring us to go out and help you buy, sell, or transact real estate. That's not going to change today, tomorrow. I woke up this morning after the lawsuit and I went out and I talked to people about buying and selling real estate. Okay. That's not going to change. So every realtor listening to this, go out there and help people that you know buy and sell real estate. Second, Be the economist of choice. If people are wondering why they're paying you a commission, that's a problem. You should be a professional. You should know the market as well or better than anybody out there, and they should trust you because most of the time people are either buying or selling the biggest asset they've ever owned, and they're trusting you to do it. So you owe it to them to be the best version of yourself and know your craft. Thirdly, there will be an appeal. Everybody's talked about it. It will extend over a period of years. So nothing is going to come down the pike. There's no changes that we're going to have to do. I would encourage every realtor to get buyer agent agreements so people understand exactly what you're doing for the buyers. The sellers do have a listing agreement. The buyers should also have an agreement. Okay. Please ignore all the chatter that's out there. If you were in every chat room, every YouTube video, every podcast, everybody's got an opinion. Just stick with the facts. Okay. Just stick with the facts. And what I always say, and the people that know, like, and trust me know that I always say, you can only control what you can control. Focus on that. Focus on what you can control. The industry is going to change, and the industry has changed. This is my 20th year in real estate. And from 2003 till today, the real estate industry has changed quite a bit. The whole market's changed. But one of the things 20 years from now, we're still going to be buying and selling houses. We're going to get up every day and help people. And that's where we need to focus. So what I want to leave you with is hopefully you had a couple takeaways. If you like anything that I said, or if you didn't agree with anything that I said, please leave a comment below. If you find this valuable, we do a market report every month, Stephen and I. Feel free to like, subscribe. We would love to hear what you say. And as for now, have a great day, and thank you very much.